Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different because I'm showing you around Matalan. Now it's not very often I do go into Matalan, but I wanted to have a look at their spring decor. So the first thing that I spotted was this glass bunny jar. It was only £6 and they had some beautiful candles in, so we are off to a really good start. I still don't have a wreath on my front door for spring. What is going on, Charlie? But Matalan do have some really cute pieces in. So look at this little chick in a teacup. That was only £4. And then when I seen this, I noticed that in Poundland, they were doing a plain white bunny. So I'm thinking of getting some serviettes and maybe doing a little DIY. Maybe do a little bit of decoupage. They do have some spring bedding in as well. And then I've noticed this. So if you're doing a little Easter box for your grandchildren or your children, I think that would look lovely with all of their Easter treats in. You can also shop the Easter shop at Matalan by scanning that QR code on screen that I've just gone past. And then as I move over, I noticed this cute little sign that said Happy Easter. Now this was £7, but it's because it's ceramic. It's not wooden, but it's so cute. And I'm just thinking, where could I possibly put that? It says, Happy Easter, Hello Spring. As I move down, we can see some more bedding here as well. And then this was absolutely gorgeous. It says, Follow the Bunny. It was £5.50. And even if you just wanted to add a little spring touch into your home, then getting little pieces like that will add little spring touches. I actually do have my spring decor already out and I have brought a video on that. If you've not watched that, I will leave a link on screen for you. Just right at the top, you will see that there's a little link for Come Decorate for Spring. I actually loved these jute eggs. They were only £4, but they only had these two colours. Now, if you've been here for a while, you will know I am only into neutral colours. So them eggs were not for me, I'm afraid. They've got some Easter cushions in. Now, if you've been here for some time, you'll know I'm not a fan of gonks, but they were only £11. So if you do want to add some spring cushions into your home, then Matalan have some beautiful ones in. They also had some fleece throws, but again, they had gonks on them. I don't even have a spring throw. What is going on lately with me? I don't have a spring candle. I don't have a spring throw. Am I even a seasonal decorator? I did actually love this. It was £10.50. It's a cream Happy Easter truck. Now, if you've watched any of my Christmas decor, then you will know I am a sucker for them trucks. I do have two for Easter. I'm thinking about going back and picking that Easter one up. They also had this candle holder with a little bit of spring touch around it. I did think they were absolutely beautiful, to be fair, but they're not really me. So I like to DIY my own Easter decor. I've noticed that Matalan is actually on point with Primark at the moment. I used to think that Matalan was quite expensive for the items, but after I've been in today and spotted these for £4.50, they are definitely on point with Primark. Do you shop in Matalan? Do you like looking around Matalan? Let me know if you would like more Matalan come shop with me, because I can quite easily do that. Also, I want to say a big massive thank you to everyone who has recently subscribed to my channel, who is sat here watching now. Thank you so much for your support. It doesn't go unnoticed. These cushions were really nice. So the little one that I have just shown you was £11. That big one, I was quite surprised at the price. It was £24, which I do think is a little bit pricey. I actually have one of them cushions that was my mum's. When she passed away, I did keep it because it is part of her cancer journey. Moving on, we do have some spring serviettes and some paper plates. Now these were £2.50 each, and if you're doing a little Easter buffet, then they've even got the tablecloths as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do a little Easter buffet or what we are actually doing for Easter. I did notice this little mat. Now, I say little, it's not little, it's huge. It says hop on in. It was £8.50 and it is a doormat. I come all the way back because I did actually spot that and I wanted to show you guys it. I don't actually use a doormat, Since we've got navy, it is pointless in having a doormat because it would be all over the place. I am going to move on to some of the home decor, so not just spring. They do have a lot of scalloped pieces. So this scalloped tray was £6, and years ago I would have actually picked this up and styled it with a spring candle or maybe a spring egg, but I did actually love it. This gives me Neptune vibes and anything scalloped. If you've watched a lot of YouTubers, there is one who really likes scalloped bits, and I know that she does go into Matalan quite often. This print was really nice. Let me just move this cushion. This print was so beautiful, styled with a nice spring decor. I think it would be absolutely gorgeous. More spring candles, £9. You can actually get a lot cheaper than £9 for a spring candle. And then I found another scalloped piece. Now this to me looked like a fruit bowl. I have mentioned it in previous videos that I actually like my fruit in the fridge. I like them really, really cold. But we are going to move over here because they've got so many more scalloped pieces. So this little scalloped tray was £7.50. It was absolutely gorgeous, but I don't have anything like this in my home now, but they did do it in the grey as well. So everything that they'd done in the natural colour, they actually done it in the grey, which is brilliant because you've got an alternative then. If you're not for the natural wood, then go for the grey. They did even have a candle holder for £12 in that rattan as well. Absolutely love them. Mirrors, guys, I absolutely love a mirror. They even had them in this range. As I move down, I am going to show you this huge scalloped vase. Now, I didn't actually catch the price of this vase. I do think it was about £35. It was no more than £40 though. But I just think they're absolutely beautiful. Again, in two different colours. Absolutely fell in love with this. £14 for this milk urn. Is it an urn or a churn? One of them. But I could just see that styled in a country kitchen. I think it would look absolutely beautiful. So this little range that I'm looking at now is a bull range. Now I'm not sure where I would put any of this, but I did want to show you. They did have the cushions. They did also have a doorstop as well. Now I am picking up this little ornament because I did think it was cute. It was broken, I'm afraid, so it was reduced down. But there's the doorstop, and then we've got some more beautiful pieces here. Look at this. This is not part of that bull range. I just think they've styled this shelf with them baskets. As we move down, we do have the larger cushion. Now these were £14, and again, I'm not sure where you would put this unless you live in a cottage. If I lived in a cottage, I would definitely have some of them items. I'm moving over now to these tulips. I did spot this and I thought that looks lovely to go on a kitchen windowsill for spring. It was £10. And then I noticed we've got sheep. So we've had the bulls, now we've got the sheep. So again, this cushion was £14. And look at this, how beautiful is this? It was £9 and it was a bunny reed diffuser. Do I pick that up? If I do pick anything up, I will show you in a up and coming haul. But they've got some beautiful spring touches. Now, this is more me, it's more neutral. It's minimal, and I'm all for this. So if you have watched my spring come decorate, then you will see I am very neutral with my decor at the moment. I'm not saying next year is going to be the same because it might not. I might actually bring a little bit of colour into my life. But some of these items are absolutely beautiful. This reminded me of something from the White Company. It was £8.50. It's a little picture frame. Okay, so let's move over to this. This absolutely caught my eye. It was £12 and it is a olive and cream striped vase. I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure where I would put it, but I did also fall in love with that plant pot, which was £18. There's nothing better than a good old photo frame. Now that one was £5. I love putting memories in photo frames and I love switching them up. Matalan did have quite a lot of these pots with some foliage in. Well, I say foliage, they are little spring pieces. We then have this. Now, I absolutely love this, and I think it would look lovely in my hallway, but I'm not sure how much that was, but it would look really nice on a plain white wall. I am going to show you some of the little pots that they've got with the fake foliage in, or the fake flowers, shall we say. They were £14 this one, and I loved it because it had some white tulips in. I don't think Matalan is badly priced. I think years ago I used to think that's a little bit expensive. You might disagree, but I think it's quite affordable. All of these little pots with some displays in them had 20% off. Now, I'm not sure why I don't come into Matalan that often, because it is right by a Home Bargains that I do always go into. So maybe we will see more Matalan come shop with me over here on All That Neutrals, because when I'm in Home Bargains I can just pop over and have a look. But they had some beautiful ones in. You've got to agree, some of these are absolutely beautiful, and especially with the 20% off as well. So this one was £16. It was a wooden box and it had some beautiful greenery in it. So I've seen some eucalyptus in there, seen some daisies. Absolutely love them. I cannot save a plant to save my life. So it's fake flowers all the way for me. Now, it has been mentioned over here on YouTube that you would like me to go into Poundland and have a look at their garden range. And I will do that, but please don't be offended because I know diddly squat about gardening. Moving back on to Matalan, they've got some beautiful candles in. They were only £4.50. Now, I'm not sure if they're new, but I have to have a smell of this one. It just intrigued me so much. It was in the scent rhubarb. I absolutely love anything with a rhubarb scent. Let me know what your favourite scent of candle is as well. I absolutely love black cherry from Yankee. However, I don't tend to buy Yankee candles anymore. I do like to buy Sand and Fog from TK Maxx, but I would love to know what your favourite scent is. Maybe I've not smelt your favourite. So leave me a comment down below and let me know. They did also have these ones. Now, I do think these are new. This one here was the Santorini. They had Paris. They also had New York. And then they had this one. I absolutely love the colour of this one. These ones were £8 each. And what I did notice, they had the reed diffusers to match them as well. Now, all the candles and all the diffusers again had 20% off, which I think is an absolute steal. I absolutely fell in love with this one for my bathroom. It is Santorini. It smelt absolutely amazing. But look at all of these. These are only £8 as well, but with that 20% off, you would get them for a lot cheaper. Now, I am going to show you some of the bathroom items because Matalan are really, really nice for their bathroom items. Look at these towels. Absolutely stunning. I love them. So the bath towels were £11, and then I spotted this. This would be perfect to store all of your cosmetics in your bathroom if you've got a nautical theme going on. The hand towels were only £6, which I think is really affordable. Towels can get a little bit pricey. I've actually got one of these in my bathroom. I have it as a display piece. I don't use it. I actually picked mine up from Poundland, but Matalan do them as well. They also had some beautiful mirrors for £10.50. Now, I've got a really big mirror in my bathroom, so I don't need anything like this. But I did want to show you the range that they've got in. Look at this for £14. It is an elephant with an extra long trunk, and it's for your toilet rolls. I just think that is absolutely brilliant. I love what they've done here with one of them scalloped trays. They've put some flannels in there, so if you're not sure how to style anything, then go into Matalan, have a look, see how they've styled things. I loved these. This is the black and the glass ribbed accessories for your bathroom. So the hand gel one was £6, and also the toothbrush one was £6 as well. They've got some beautiful white towels in. Now, you may think Charlie, you are all neutrals. We know that you have got some white towels. I do have white towels, but they are a nightmare when I've got out the bath and I've got a little bit of makeup still on. So sometimes I shy away from buying white towels. I do prefer to buy darker towels, but I do have some shore towels. Come on, it is me. I've definitely got shore towels. They had some beautiful baskets in as well, and again 20% off. Is this usual for Matalan to have such a good sale on? Is this 20% for a limited time? I'm not sure because I don't shop in Matalan that often, but I am going to start coming in. I love that storage box. That is so me. And then we've got some little Easter bits for your bathroom. So we've got a little soap dish there for £4. And then they've got them bathroom accessories in the, I'm going to say, a light green colour. They also had a white little basket as well. I will show you that. And again, I just think for some cosmetics, if you like to take photographs, pop your cosmetics in there. But I just think these are not badly priced at all. Let me know if you are enjoying this type of content. Have you missed my come shop with me's? I've not done a come shop with me in such a long time, but let me know if you are enjoying it. Thank you so much if you are still watching, and don't forget to hit that black subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell because that'll allow YouTube to notify you when I have an upload. I do tend to upload on a Thursday at 4 o'clock and a Sunday at 2 o'clock. And don't forget, I do have a secondary channel over here on YouTube, which is Life with the Foxtons. Now that channel is very unedited, it's very unfiltered, and I do share that channel with my partner Katie. I would love for you to head on over and show your support over there. On Life with the Foxtons, me and Katie do go live, so none of this pre-recorded. We do live videos for you guys as well. So if that's the type of thing that you're interested in, or you think, you know what, I'm going to give that a little try, please take a look. Look at the selection of towels that Matalan have. I have just shown you quite a few, but I love this one. This is the type of colour that I normally go for. I just love that colour, but it wouldn't go with my bathroom. I am going to start decorating my bathroom. As you know, if you've been here for some time, I've had quite a bit of work done, and it's time to decorate. I've got it all done, guys, and we've had a little bit of a nightmare, but it's time to decorate it now. Now this is why I'm looking at these, because this is very me. I love these, but I'm not sure on the theme that I want to go with. But I'm sure if you subscribe, you will see all of the decorating that I have up and coming. I've got quite a lot planned. I want to give all of my home a little bit of a refresh. So my home is all white, to be fair, and it doesn't take long to give it a refresh, but I can see some marks now and it needs to be maybe just touched up a little bit. I love this laundry basket. I don't actually have room in my bathroom for a laundry basket, but if I did, I would definitely get this one. So here is that cow range again. So they've got this range for the bathroom. So they do have the towels, and then this was £10, and it's actually for your toothbrush and your toothpaste. And then they do have the laundry basket, again 20% off. I'm not sure if they just had a 20% off everything, because there was a lot of yellow stickers about. And then we do have this one as well. Now this one was the Cockapoo range. This is for your toothbrush and your toothpaste, believe it or not. They did have some beautiful items in store today, and I'm so impressed. Have you spotted anything in Matalan that you like the look of? If you have, please let me know down below in the comments. I would love to know what has caught your eye, because a lot of the items, they are beautiful. But if you do want to shop on Matalan, please make sure you look at their website. I tend to look on websites quite a lot to see what's in, and I did actually notice this on the website. It is a spring plate, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It is £4.50, and then they've also got this small wooden plate as well. That was £6, and I'm thinking if you're going to do a little cheese board or something, Now my mum used to have loads of these and she used to serve sandwiches on them. So if you went to my mum's for a sandwich, you would always get them on one of them plastic trays. They also had these beautiful bowls in. They were only £2 and they also had some plates. I love anything like this. Spring decor, spring crockery. And I did actually like the look of these glasses. Now these give me H&M vibes. So they did have the tumbler, which I just think is absolutely beautiful. It was £3.50. And then they do have the wine glass. Now this one was £4 and I just think they're so beautiful if you're going to do a little setup in the garden, have some people round, get the fire pit out, get the garden lights on, get a candle lit. It sounds absolutely perfect, doesn't it? So that does bring me to the end of this video. I do hope that you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of the day, whatever it is you're doing. And I'll hopefully see you in my next one. Bye.